Born on September 27, 1919, Mr. James Edward Bridges was destined to become one of the most dedicated and insightful leaders in and around the town of Princeville, North Carolina. Following the footsteps and example of Princeville's namesake, Mr. Turner Prince, Mr. Ed, as he is affectionately and respectfully known throughout the area, has dedicated himself to the realization of independence and a self-sustaining effort to live the American dream and the promise of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all.
Everybody want to know what was my longevity of life? Very easy. I never drank or smoked or messed with drugs. After politics, I'm still doing what I can for principle. I love principle. I like the significant, the historic significance of principle. I like that, and I'm continuing to fight that people don't come in and destroy. I saw Principal Flood in 1999. You couldn't see the top of not a building in Principal. And some of the great things that happened to Principal in 1977. I was mayor then, and I had learned all the state department, different departments that had a budget to help poor towns. They gave Principal $5 million. 1980, I put street signs, street light, those kind of things that needed to be done. Because before then, people couldn't have a bathroom, wasn't no running city water. But time ain't hell long now, I know that. Yeah, I'll be in there. I'll be in there till they put me in the ground.
From the members of the W.A. Patella High School National Alumni Association and all who have had the privilege of knowing you and learning and living the truth of our beginnings and the hopes of our future, we owe you an immense debt of gratitude, and we honor you for carrying the eternal flame of pride, perseverance, and the survival of your preordained hometown, Princeville, North Carolina. We will never, ever let you down. Our sincere thanks to you, Mr. Bridges, for a legacy that builds upon the shoulders of our founders and those who have struggled with you for the past 100 years. Enjoy your birthday, sir.
You are from the greatest generation. And that greatest generation were the people that were born in the 1900s and got up to World War II. Now, I want to make sure that is noted that you came from that greatest generation and you are a World War II veteran.
I am.
Yes, sir. And you, in a sense, made it easier for a lot of us. My father fought in World War II and he's a war veteran. And the things that all of you went through made it a lot easier for most of us who also served in the military.
Good.
Okay. But in your time in that 100-year span, we went from the 18th Amendment, okay, and then we slid on into the 1920s where we had what? The crash, okay. You remember the 1930s when Roosevelt?
Oh, yeah.
And he's the only president that served 4 terms. Am I correct? We also had Social Security.
Right.
Then we move into World War II. Then we moved into the integration of the military. Then we went into the 50s. We had the Civil Rights Act of 1954. Then we moved into the 60s of the Voting Rights Act of 65 and the Civil Rights of 64. So I could go on and on and on, sir, and give you all the history. But all I can say to you is, I hope I live as long as you, so I can be as cantankerous as you.